In a world that has known peace amongst its land for millennia, the continents are suddenly thrust into war when a son usurps his father's throne, seeking to annihilate anything that stands in his path on his quest for world domination. Follow our vagabond adventurers as I, Vandalxero, guide them through an Aetherpunk-inspired world as they take on an empire, hold off otherworldly forces, and bring peace back to an afflicted land. Let's go to war. Well, you don't know, Tater.
We were in the bog.
You were in Undersunk
Bog
City.
deep?
Bog deep.
Yeah, we were in Undersunk City.
We were bog
Just
deep,
not on
baby.
story.
If I remember correctly, 3 of the 4 of you were in the town center in a Lehman's tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
One of you was partying. That's Tater.
Yeah, first nat 10 I'm pretty... Nat 10?
No.
Nat 20 I'm pretty sure I ever rolled. And I threw it out the window to go party. So, you know, it's fine.
And Ironhide and Saal were telling stories to children, and I don't remember what happened to them afterwards.
We all went to bed shortly after Malcolm jumped out of a tower to not talk to Ironhide.
No, that was a while ago.
That was
the
2 weeks
day.
ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the bog now.
Okay.
There's no
I was
tower
like-
in the
I was
bog.
like, this does not sound familiar. I don't think I was there
That
for
was
That
that.
is not something that happened last week.
Aha. We didn't get to go to a rest then.
Ironhide
I'm
is a
getting my
liar sometimes.
No, that happened. That happened.
More like liar
He did
hide.
jump out of a-
Malcolm, Kaleska, and Clementine are in the Lehman's tiny hut in the center.
Callista's at the dark elf chick.
Yes.
There's a Drouser.
Same.
No. Well, yes.
Yes. Same thing. You're right.
You met Pilk, which is the general. He is a black dragonborn, and you also found out that the dragonborns and dragons are not connected in this world, which blows Malcolm's mind because in his world they are.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Dragonborns and dragons are not like connected
Okay. It's like the
because
opposite.
the dragonborns are eating.
It's opposite.
dragon.
It's opposite day
Yes.
all the time. Everything where I'm from is not the same here.
Correct. You also melt Zaharava.
We
I
melt.
had to-
Did we
What?
melt?
Oh, we met.
We met.
Oh, I was like,
We
we're
met.
melting.
Who is the
When did the dragon show up?
Zaharava? VA?
Zaharava?
Zaharava.
I had
Haraba.
Zaharaba. I had
Nope.
VA.
No B's.
Be like Victor,
Correct
not
that.
be like
Only
Bravo.
D's.
V is in victory. Got it.
Sounded like you
Alright.
said only D's though.
That's what
Damn
I
it.
just heard. I heard that too, and I shook my
Only
head
D's
like
what?
not cool.
Who is the queen of Undersunk Village, which is where you are, and you are traveling through the swamp towards the camp and possibly the blade piece.
And she has a wife. I wrote that down. It
Yes.
seemed important.
Seemed important.
I don't think I told you the wife's name because I don't have it written down.
I wrote her
You
name
sure
down,
didn't.
and I wrote that she was the queen of the black and the green dragonborn. Look at me with my notes. That's what I'm talking about.
Hot damn.
Hell yeah.
I wrote that down too. So whatever.
Somebody got like some venom. At some
Yeah,
point?
I got some 24-hour acid.
Okay.
Sal?
Somebody
Okay.
like threw it up into a bottle for you. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I remember.
Pretty exciting.
Milked some teeth while we were there. You know, it's fine.
Classic.
So,
Oh yeah, I went to the shaman. That's right. They were all just drunk old people.
drunk and high, yeah.
Drunk and high.
I tried to learn stuff, but none of it didn't teach me anything.
That's kind of old people.
They didn't really know your style of magic.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I was just like, whatever.
Sal walks in and they're like, "Oh, brother!" Just start throwing cards everywhere.
Excuse me.
Damn.
So it's roughly about morning time. We lost Duke. You guys don't know where Duke went. Duke went to like the party side.
What did me and Sal do?
You told stories to children.
And then,
Yeah.
You went
Oh,
to
I think
bed.
went to hut.
oh, can we go in the hut?
No, you guys weren't with us. You guys went, where did you guys go? You went to,
I don't think we went anywhere. We cut after the
Yeah.
story.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys you guys don't even know that the hut's
Okay.
available.
So, what are you guys doing? Because you have not gone to bed yet.
Hey, we're kind of good at that.
Kind of good at what? Oh, telling stories. Oh yeah.
Is it not going
Yeah,
to bed?
you know, it I think it went really well.
Now what do we do?
It's- I don't know. Is everybody asleep? Look around. How's the
So- Most of the
Nightlife.
houses and stuff in your area have nighttime lights on. You can tell it's nighttime under here. Like when you arrived here at first, it was brighter. Like the ceiling of the cave was brighter. It's now like darker and it has kind of like a shimmering effect on it as if it's like stars.
Okay.
So you get the sense that they're using some kind of like magic or trickery to tell time of day while they're underneath.
Okay.
Clever.
So in your area, most of the the huts and stuff are they have like candle lights and stuff, so it's not bright. But over off in one of the corners, you see like a big bonfire and you hear like drums and music and stuff.
What do I smell? Where's the food?
I mean, you don't really smell food. It's more like a dancing thing.
I smell that. Okay. It smells
Yep.
sweaty. Gotcha.
Smell dancing.
Sweat and dirt.
Sweat and alcohol.
Dragonborn don't sweat.
Little do you know. Hey,
There's more than just Dragonborn over there, Kevin.
So it's just all Duke.
Ooh.
hey,
My name's Malcolm. I don't know who.
I was addressing Kevin.
Oh.
Sal, where are we gonna sleep?
I don't know. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Well,
That
there's
owl
Sal
looks
figuring
nice.
something. Yeah, see, that's the Sal ways of figuring things out. Do you want to lead or do you want to follow my lead? Again.
I wanna go to sleep.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of hungry, so let's see if we can get two birds with one stone. And I go to the first hut I see if there's lights on.
It's like nightlight candles. Like people are laying in bed.
Knock, knock, knock.
Wait,
Hello?
are you waking people? Oh, shit.
Hi, excuse me. I hate to bother you this late in the evening. Name's Ironhide, and this is my buddy Saal here. We were just telling stories to a bunch of children over there, and it kind of occurred to me that me and my friend here, we don't know where our party went, and we don't really have a place to sleep. And I'm kind of hungry, so I was kind of looking for like maybe a quick bite to eat. And a place to
Just
rest.
don't.
You wouldn't mind.
I'm not a part of this.
Have you checked the center?
Is that the name of your tavern, or is that like a physical location?
That's like the.
Is it the center of town?
Please leave.
Have a good night.
I think we're going this way, and I head towards
Yeah.
the center of town.
I follow Sal.
You arrive at the center of town, and it's like a grassy knoll.
I like how me and DG just paused and like looked at each other like, are you gonna make the joke? Because I'm not gonna make the joke.
No. So what do we see from there? Like, what's the place
Are
like?
people awake?
There
Are they coherent?
are people. You see them like it's like there's one green dragonborn hanging in one area, and you just see him. He's like writing in a book. There's a black dragonborn that's just like he's laying on his back in the grass. You can't tell if he's awake or not because you can't really see his head.
Hmm.
And then there's a flattened area that you can see where the grass doesn't stick straight up, but you can't see through it so much. As you try to look through that area, it's like kind of obstructed, like it plays tricks on your eyes.
Okay,
Don't like that.
it's obscured by something. Okay.
Excuse me,
Wait.
sir, with the book over there.
The Dragonborn brings their snout up, and they have like the little grandma glasses, like the little tiny
Awesome.
spectacles at the
Even
end.
better. Hi.
Ooh.
I wasn't expecting that. Ironhide here. Is this for sleeping?
If you need it. The center of town is for everyone. Do with it what you please, as long as it's not destructive.
Okay, all right. You seen a little guy dressing funny, about yay tall, sometimes looks like a rock or a stump, or maybe a dead plank.
Oh, I've been eyeballs deep in this book.
What's your book called?
It looks like one that Clementine has. But you see her, she has like scribblings along like the outer edges. Like she's taking notes.
Whoa, lady.
You like it?
Oh, I mean, if I want to write a better book, I need to learn.
Will writing a better
Oh.
book make you happy?
I mean, I'm always happy, dearie.
Always?
Yes.
Even when there's a giant slave trade rolling around up above the surface?
Well, now I'm not so happy.
And it's
Oh,
not
well.
something to be very happy about. You just sit
Well,
here
it's
and
all
watch it
depending on
happen.
your disposition. I mean, granted, I'm usually in a good mood, no matter what's going on, but I know when the
don't-
time is right to focus.
I don't leave the village very often, but
Bless you.
God, sorry.
Hey,
Sometimes the dust down here gets the best of me.
we're underground. There's dust underground.
Well, yeah, it's all rock. It's like dust. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
rock
there's
and
some
dirt.
rocks.
it's
That's dirt. It's not dust, it's dirt. There's
well,
a difference.
It's a
She
dusting of
slaps the
dirt.
cushion of the bench next to her, and you see dust pop up. There's
Okay,
dust
that's
down here,
dust.
you dummy!
That's dust. And then I stamp my hoof, and I assume just a little bit of dirt comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say that I had a hoof.
Wait,
to keep it going. Yeah,
wait,
I did. I wanted to make sure everyone caught that.
He lied to us.
I don't leave very often, so knowing that that's happening is actually very sad.
Well, keep your eyes
she-
up for people you don't know.
Is someone going to do something about it?
Yeah, the Guardians of Garaxia. Look
Ooh,
over at Saal.
I wait to be regaled about tales of their adventures.
Well, you missed story time.
Yeah, we told stories earlier. I'm kind of all storied out tonight.
Bushes and rocks, that's terrible.
Is that a thing you people say?
I say it.
Okay.
I don't like that.
People.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry. That came out wrong.
People of the underground kingdom. Ungroundia.
Get out of here. You're fired.
What?
Well,
I broke him. I broke. Yes.
what else do you need from me?
Well, first of all, thank you. I like bushes and rocks. That's terrible. I'm more of a beaches and sand type of guy, so I like that. I'm gonna use that more often. No, nothing. You got any food, actually?
She pulls out like a handkerchief, and it's just got like some lambda bread. Like it's just flat, hard bread.
Do you want anything for it? I got a hunting
Oh
trap.
no, I make this every day. Don't worry about it.
Oh, nice. I take the lambert spread, I break it in half, I give half to Saal, and then I.
Oh, I eat it too. I guess I haven't eaten lately.
You gonna eat that?
I already ate it.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you're going to be here longer, I could make you more.
Yes, we will be here until at least. How long will it take you to make more?
Well, I'm not making any more tonight. It takes a while.
How long is a while?
Leave the poor woman alone.
She's not a poor woman. She makes bread. She's got to have some sort of trade. I like bread.
I make bread.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That we were talking about you. You are the one with the trade.
I just bake. Isn't that typical of most grandmothers?
Well,
Huh?
I don't have a grandma.
I'm sorry.
A little stereotypical, if you'd ask me.
A little bit.
You don't have a grandma? You fucking baby Jesus? Sorry, no, I'm not in this conversation. I was just confused as a outside party here.
You don't have a grandma?
Duke woke up and said that.
Out of his pile of women, just straight up. Wait, he doesn't have a grandma?
Oh, hey, Duke, I didn't see you there.
Well, I'm gonna go do more research over there, and she points towards the direction of like the drums and the fire. Have a good one, dearie.
Okay. Pleasure to meet you,
And
Grandma. You didn't give me anything.
she turns back. She goes, "Oh, you," and just walks.
I think she likes
I
you.
don't know. All the elderlies like me.
You're reading those books too much.
She does not look elderly. Like she's not wrinkly. She's not anything. She just looks.
Well, She said she's a grandma, so she's elderly in my head. And all the elderly like Ironhide because I remember the festival like on session 2, and all of them loved me. And I named Gertrude and Prudence and all Esther. There was Esther in her pies. We had the pie eating contest. Remember when we found out about the table of requirement?
If only we had a great table to like sample all these breads on, you know?
Oh Jesus.
Okay, Sal. So there's a sleeping field over here.
You're in the sleeping field. You're in it.
Okay.
Pretty sure I
It's
just
over
tripped
here.
over a sleeping guy.
There are benches and plenty of ample places to sleep.
Maybe in a newspaper if you're lucky.
We're gonna swing to Tater.
I'm sleeping, by the way.
Are you partying?
Sure.
You do have lots of the young dragonborn women like trying to like lure you in, like come dance, and some of them have like mugs with
I
what you assume.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
exotic to them because they don't see Goliath very
Like-
often.
Large.
Ladies
Large
with mugs
men.
of mystery drink. Let's go.
If you are partaking in the drinking and the dancing,
Yeah.
I need 3 Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I got a pretty good constitution. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Why are you
You-
saying these things?
Oh, first is a 23.
That's one.
Nice.
Yep, that's where it starts.
Next is a 6.
Yep, that's where it goes.
There it is.
And we got a 18.
Okay.
You rallied.
Yeah.
You can rally.
So,
You can
Start off
rally.
strong, boot and rally. Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
So you wake up the next morning
That's a good start.
in a rather
That's a good start.
you have a slight hangover, like nothing really bad, like just like a gentle, like someone's like poking you from the inside of your head. It's like it's not bad.
All right.
You wake up on a bed amongst probably like 7 or 8 dragonborn females
Okay.
and about 3 or 4 other males.
All right.
It was a party.
That's fine.
Thank you for being 18 or older and watching this. Again.
Hey,
Fuck you. If you're not 18 plus, fuck you.
all we know is that they fell asleep in the same bed.
Wait, hold on. I gotta check YouTube. Good. No porn
Oh.
sites. We yelled at that guy last week. He hasn't come back.
That was
He's
wild.
been in the chat, but no porn sites this week.
Probably
That was the
unfollowed.
follower.
Keeping it together.
Yeah, followed.
What, no porn? Not following this.
Was told this was 18 plus.
You do see all your equipment is like set, like leaning against the wall, and it's all there. Nothing looks different. Nothing's changed. What do you do?
Is there any alcohol in sight?
There are plenty of empty mugs. You
Oh.
don't see any full or
Well, I
any
mean,
barrels to refill
Like half
from.
full? Little hair of the dog?
No.
All right. Well, is anyone else awake?
Nope. You
Alright.
are the first to wake up.
Irish goodbye. Just walk away. Bye.
I was gonna say I'll get my shit.
Is this morning?
Yeah.
I would probably be
No,
walking around at some point. to be
no.
honest
Good
with you.
luck. No,
Not that far, but
No, I'm getting my stuff, and I'll probably. Am I in like a tent or what? Where am I?
yeah, you're in like one of the huts.
Little huts. Okay.
It's a bigger one.
Yeah,
There's like a fire going, and it's as you get up and you're grabbing your stuff, a couple of the females and one of the males notice you, but they just lay back down. They're not like you partied.
Do it. Yeah, that's fine.
You somehow remember that you learned one of the draconian dances.
Hell yeah. Is it like what does this dance entail?
It's lots of stomping and twirling, and then it's a lot of like arm movements.
Oh,
Beautiful.
crump. You crump.
Yeah, I imagine I just grab my shit and head outside for a little fresh air, clear my head, hope it gets rid of the hangover a little bit.
Oh, gotta tell you, the air outside is just about the same. So, you do notice that it is a lot brighter in here than it was last night, even with the fire going. The cave of the roof seems like it's like the sunlight is coming through somehow, so it is like daytime noticeably. And you notice that you don't see any of your friends.
Oh. Can I wander and look for them, I guess?
Yep. So make me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Should be good. It was a 3.
Oof. You go the wrong direction.
All right.
So you're wandering around in the party area trying to figure out which way you came from, because it's all a blur after that first drink. Like the first drink, you're like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then you hit that second one and
All right. I'm gonna sit down and eat a little bread. So I got some bread in my pocket. Don't know how old it is, but I imagine it'll help a hangover.
it's surprisingly fine. Kaleska nudges Malcom and Clementine. Wake up,
What's
sleepy heads.
What?
It's time to get up.
Maybe for you.
Don't make me grab you by the collar and stand you up. We gotta get going.
Malcolm kind of blushes and stands up. He doesn't understand if she's like
If she's
She's
flirting or
flirting
being
with
threatening.
Is
yes.
that sexual?
So he just stands up and like awkwardly. Sorry.
He's like, I have a girlfriend.
But yeah, he doesn't. But he doesn't have a girlfriend. That's the thing. And so he doesn't know what's happening. Maybe
So
it's
you
an
feel
elven
like
girl
a-
thing.
It's like a nudge on your shoulder.
Wait, who, what?
You.
Oh, me. Hi.
Hi.
Yes,
move
ready?
I was
clo-
awake
can you move
already.
closer to
Did you not
the
see me reading this book?
Microphone.
I was
Okay.
awake already. Did you not see me reading? Don't put it that close. Fucking shit.
I did not notice you were reading, apparently, so.
Master of the stealth read.
My eyes
I
were
mean,
closed, but I was still reading.
I mean, I would be too if I was reading that, so.
Hey, no shame in my porn game, I guess. It's porn. Apparently.
It's not porn, it's just spicy.
Okay,
Smut.
called smut,
Smut.
yeah. It's it's
Smut.
yeah.
There's no pictures.
18 plus. There's no pictures. They're word pictures.
Mental pictures.
No, they're word.
What?
Word-
Explain this to me. I don't understand this.
When someone says paint me a word picture. You don't
So
get that? You
paint
never
me a
heard that?
word picture.
I mean, I don't want to read this to you. It's gonna make Malcolm blush.
He already did that.
I'm still blushing this whole time. This whole conversation, I have no idea what's going on.
A descriptive block of text. Shit.
Oh,
Shit.
whatever. And then I dismiss Liam's tiny hut.
She starts putting her leather armor on and getting set to go.
Oh, I should put my. Just kidding. I don't need it. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I woke up sassy. I don't know what happened.
I don't have to put any armor on either. Is that what we're saying?
Cool.
Yeah. I just put this cool cloak on.
Saal and Ironhide, are either of you awake?
I probably would have got up first thing in the morning.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
this
I'm probably awake by
it's
now.
Saal over there, laying on the
So-
grass.
After about you hear some murmurings, but you can't really make it out, and then about 15 minutes after you're starting to hear it, you see the three of them just appear in the spot that was obscuring vision.
Me and Sal.
Huh.
What's the plan? Did we have a plan?
Nope. Maybe.
Party.
We have to be.
Hey, Malcolm!
I mean,
I don't think we're that far away.
I'm right here, Ironhide.
Oh. Sorry.
hey,
My
Malcolm.
depth perception is not good in the morning.
I
Was there
think
a plan this morning?
yeah, we gotta be quiet when we leave because of the big black dragon.
Wait, isn't somebody supposed to be taking us? That
Yeah,
dude?
aren't they gonna guide us or something?
Pilk.
Hilk.
Palk?
When are we leaving?
Where's Duke?
Uh,
I thought he.
Do you guys?
Wasn't he? Wait. How? Wasn't he with you guys? Is someone?
no, I went to.
No?
No, I thought he was
go
with you
crazy
guys.
kids.
Is there a bar?
No.
No bar here?
Is there any?
Is
there
there
any
a
drag?
brothel?
Is there any dragonborn in the
Ooh.
in the center?
There's the one that was sleeping last night. He's still sleeping.
Okay.
Oh my God, I hope he's not dead.
Granny has not come back.
Okay.
There are some kids playing. They're kicking a ball around.
Okay.
I hate you, Beth.
Is that it?
And that's about it.
I walk over to the kids kicking the ball around.
I send a message to Duke.
Excuse me, children.
Hey, Duke.
Where do your adults hang out?
Are you dead? We're in a clearing. Please come ASAP. Or if you're not dead, say where you are.
I feel like saying-
Hugs and kisses. Ironhide.
Well, we're right.
Where's the food?
Where's the?
Children, did you hear? Stop kicking the ball for a second.
Sir, what adults?
Where all the adult dragonborn hang out at night? Where do they go?
The fires?
Yeah, where's that?
Over that way.
All right, we gotta go this way, guys. I start walking that way.
I assume did I just get that message in my brain box?
Yes.
You sure did. You know that you can reply to it. You know who sent it.
Oh, I
You-
can reply to it? Okay.
Yep, you have 25 words. You don't know
But you
that,
would
so
know that, yeah.
yeah.
Is there any can I stand up and visibly see a clearing anywhere?
No.
So I stand up and look around for a clearing. Say, is there anything discernible near me? Am I just near a bunch of huts?
Where you're at, there's the two big fire pits, and it's more open.
Guys,
But
he
there
has more
are
blood. I think he
some.
might be eaten by that dragon.
I'll say,
He hasn't responded.
I don't see a clearing. I'm near a bunch of fire pits and lusty draconian maids.
He's not
like-
dead.
I'm already trunching off.
Well, that's
Like-
good.
Malcolm,
the-
he's not. Malcolm.
I'm just like looking around.
Malcolm. He's near some fire pits and lusty draconian maids.
I'm probably out of earshot by this point.
Yeah, if I saw Malcolm take off, I'd follow him.
I yelled over. He's over here, this way, and I just walk.
Does it smell like fire the way he's walking?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's got the right way.
Like the fires aren't completely out, like they're still like smoldering.
And now I keep my eyes out for lusty draconian maids.
Well, you see none.
I keep my eye out for Duke.
As a quick sidebar, have you guys played like Skyrim?
Yes.
Okay. There's like a whole series of books in it called The Lusty Argonian Maid, which
Yeah.
is like a wizard race. Yeah, that's okay.
He's like,
Good stuff. Just, I got the reference.
no,
I-
we love it. We love it. We love it.
Yes.
Every now and then, whenever I see a dragonborn, I nudge somebody who's probably gonna be Saal because he's probably close to me because he didn't take off with Malcolm. Is that one pretty?
I believe you'll.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You do the like the I don't fucking know.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm glad I'm way ahead of this. I'm so glad I'm way ahead.
Yep.
Ironhide's starting the day with damage, apparently.
Yes.
I'm sorry, miss.
Um,
I'm sorry, miss. Ignore him, please.
No, we're looking for somebody. Have you seen a really, really big guy?
You should have walked
a little
away.
bit taller
This
than
is on
me.
you.
Goes by the name of Duke Thunder Cannon.
Under
No.
cannon?
That's the business.
I just came out to do my laundry.
Oh, need a hand?
No, I'm
Did we-
fine.
We have
Okay.
things we have to do. We need to. We need...
He's not dead. He'll find us. He's gonna be okay. He's like a puppy. You just gotta let him wander around for a little bit, and he'll get back.
Don't do that with puppies at all.
That's
You're not
fine.
there. This is why I have cows. They can't wander far because they're big and dumb.
I get it now.
All right. Well, I continue wandering, and I look for the next lusty draconian maid I see, who's preferably not doing laundry.
You do not see any along the way. It is now.
Do I smell
evolved.
anybody who
Do
reeks
I?
of booze?
What?
No.
So weird.
I gotta cut you off.
Do I have a stank about me?
You're very oily. So you have a sheen.
You
a
smell
nice
like
shine.
you smell like an oil man.
Oh boy.
Is they're definitely like scented oils.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant just
Not
like,
like
in
gross.
general. I smelled
you're
like a like greasy bitch, and I was like, ugh.
You're
Look, Duke might not be smart, but he believes in hygiene. Okay, fuck.
We did just
No.
wake up in an orgy. So,
I mean, it happens, you know.
I would say
Some
you
days you need a full.
You're
fucking
probably
Yeah,
pretty
it'll be
stinky
village of
right now.
people.
yeah, you need a
Wow.
bath.
you,
Good thing we're in a
do
swamp.
have the stank on you.
You
But
have,
you also
you have a
have, like-
stank to you right now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
You
right
you have
now, that's fine. That's fine.
flower oils and stuff like that. Like you don't smell awful, but you don't smell great. You smell like
yes, Cap.
You know,
like
some
shame and beer.
lavender lubricants.
Yes.
You smell like the purple one and the red one.
Maybe a little rose petal, if you will.
Okay, why?
Anyhow.
I'll see myself out on that one. You do hear sounds of people approaching behind you, which is Malcom.
Duke?
Ew.
Oh, there he is. See, I knew it was over here, right? I look at Clementine. See, look it. I'm so smart. Just ask the children. Find the place.
Good job. So smart.
I haven't seen a single draconian lusty maid here.
We're all...
It must have been a
On
wrong.
that tent over there.
Oh.
Or hut.
You gonna hit the brook before we go, or the swamp at least? That'd probably smell better.
Oh wow.
If you want.
That is a stank.
Is there like fresh water around here? I mean,
It smells like a good
We
time.
just gotta like walk. We just gotta walk out of the swamp again, right?
I thought we'd go
Pretty
into
sure
the
there's a
swamp.
communal
isn't
bath
there?
around here.
Yeah.
I mean,
People aren't animals.
Wait, what if you just create water like right over him?
No.
I was gonna mention that.
Don't
We
waste
do
your
have to
spells,
swim through
please.
swamp water to get out.
I already
so
sent
you
a
might as well
message to
wait.
him, and I already sent a spell, so I don't need to use another one to make him clean. Can't one of you? You can make him clean, Malcolm.
Well, to be
No,
fair,
I can't. Yeah, it would take me. It would take me like a whole day just to get all the spots on him. But I'm pretty sure someone
I'm
else
saying
can
you
make
didn't
him
have to use
clean.
that spell. 'Cause he found him without your spell.
What?
Said you didn't have to use your spell.
Well, you said he might be dead.
No, I was talking about the guy that was asleep in the park. He was asleep before we went to bed, and he was asleep when we woke up. I was like, oh my god, that guy's dead.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Duke.
No,
Oh.
I was talking about Duke.
Sal,
I was talking about the guy in the park.
What's up?
Sal, can you just do me a favor?
What?
Just make Duke not smell like that anymore, please.
Right?
I
Take
use
up some moss.
prestidigitation to, I guess, kind of like.
you give him like a tongue bath.
No, I don't do that.
You sure?
That's gross. It's
Dwayne's
all
dead.
sweaty and stuff.
Dwayne's dead.
Yeah,
He's
Dwayne's
not dead. They didn't die.
It's Dwayne is.
They're commoners. They're dead.
Might as well.
He's just
Who the
a
hell's
beat cop.
Dwayne?
Damn it.
He's
You can
just
come
working
back
the
from being a
streets now.
commoner. As you guys are all talking and getting rid of the scent from Duke, Pilk approaches you from the side.
What's a
Are
That's
you ready?
That's our guide.
We are
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to go.
Hold on. You
Need
can't
supplies
smell
or
that, can
anything?
you?
No.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Inside check. Can he smell?
Should we
You
chat
watch
with?
his nostrils flare like huge, and he's just like smells like every day.
Cool.
Should we chat with the queen real quick before we go?
Why?
Why?
Well, just to talk about, what their role in this kind of rebellion
Bears.
is. It'd be
All
nice
right.
to have some help.
Yeah.
We're building
They-
an army.
they-
We're not doing this by ourselves.
Well, the issue is we're not like so.
I think.
Our role is to get you past Brutalis.
Yes. I think they're just going to be our stepping stone to get past this. But also, in the long run, we can come back and ask for help if we need them again.
We also have to remember we have to ensure that there's not as many people around us who would find out about the things that must not be named that we are trying to collect to stop from who would get because of the
Yeah,
teeth,
Absolutely. They don't have
Totally.
to know about that, but
I don't
if
even
we've
know.
got
what
an
else.
He
entire
has a general face of confusion after
Probably
that.
matches
like,
mine after I said it.
don't worry about it. Don't worry. They don't have to
Yeah.
know about all that. But at the end of the day, these are slavers, and if we don't stop them,
When we stop.
everybody's not throwing everything at them. Eventually, they're going to come down for them, even in their cave.
Here's the
This
thing I'm going
affects
to remind you,
everyone.
Sal. if we don't stop them, we're probably gonna be dead. So it's probably not any of our concern at that point.
Yeah, but if we die, don't you want somebody to
It's-
stop them?
Well, I hope someone.
I'd
else
prefer
stops them.
someone stops them.
Yeah, that's what the king's for.
That's
And then I remember he sent
that's
all of the
honestly a
people.
really like
Negative
selfish
much?
view.
We
Be
need to
selfish.
go. The longer this thing stays in where it is, the more.
No,
it
I
can-
understand. We do. I just think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to ask for help. Now, if we veto it, let's move on. Let's go. If we don't like the idea, let's move.
Well, what about too? If we have a bunch of people trying to sneak through this thing's territory, it would be more noticeable, right? That's the thing that makes me nervous.
That's
It's a
why
dragon
only bringing 3 others with me.
Okay,
What
he's
if-
bringing more.
So,
That's still
so
better
what
than
if
nothing.
what if we get the whole black and green dragonborn army to back us, and we just go take on this black dragon, all of us, all together? We
No.
just-
I
that
feel
was
like
me.
it's a death sentence for
I
a
would-
lot of
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
it was
What
I-
army?
the
He said
best-
what army?
You
He
and
said
what
what
army?
army?
No.
Wait,
we
only
don't have an army.
20 warriors from village.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right. I
this
think
is
they
a
can
small
only
village.
spare 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably about like 100.
Well,
to
I guess
maybe
that's our
120
answer then,
people.
there, Sal, huh?
I guess so.
Because that would have
If-
been. I would have said, let's just take the dragon on too.
No, that's such a
With-
bad idea because all those people are gonna die.
Malcolm, are dragons terrifying in your? That thing covered the sun.
It
I mean-
made shade.
They could be like.
Like-
Do you know how optical illusions work?
To
No.
be fair,
No. Okay, that's wonderful.
Ironhide, I feel like you and I blot out the sun for Malcolm, so I mean. you know,
Well, here's the
not the
difference.
best point
We
of
don't blot out
reference.
the sun for everything in like a radius.
If
That's-
something's like real close enough to like change the perception of the sun, like you could block out the sun. You know that, right?
Like an umbrella.
Yeah,
It's all about focal distance.
Sal understands.
He real
There's a
big.
difference.
He is real big.
What's his
Right, but-
wingspan?
Does it matter?
Yes.
No.
That's
You can tell
200
how old
feet.
he is.
when you
And
cut
not
him in.
tell
You
you.
cut him in half. You see how many rings he's got.
Exactly.
Wow.
You good luck with
There's
that.
only,
I will
there's
not
only
be
one
there.
way to find out.
Right? I personally, you know how much I like to fight
But
things.
yes,
I don't
dragons in where I'm from are just as terrifying. Yes.
We
Don't want to fight a dragon.
need to go soon.
Yes.
What's
I'm-
the
I'm ready.
Do we need supply? Yes? No? We good?
I mean, we can find stuff as go. He's
All right, let's go.
he has like broken
Yeah, I know.
common. You've noticed all the other like the Dragonborn down there aren't very broken, like they have very fluent common. So he's not older per se, but he's definitely like more old fashioned where if he's not talking to you, he's talking in Draconian.
Okay, before we go, I have to ask you this, Sal. So, like, you're like this nervous about these guys that you think that we should bring more people behind us, with also having that like huge like war machine outside the city.
I mean, I think for the
But you know most
long
about them.
term.
You know most about them. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, I just think for the long term, like having more people on this continent who are keeping these people from coming back.
That's the Duchess.
Okay, we
So-
can help with that
Well,
too.
yeah. So I think that's a great idea, but I think well, obviously we found out that this village is too small for them to supply enough people to help, but we could also look at it in the long run that these people are now allies of the Duchess too. They have
Well,
a
not really, because we just kind of like passed through.
No, but they have a
Literally.
contact, Koleska. Koleska is now their contact. This is her area. She can be their contact. I look at Koleska and I go, "That's a good idea, right?" And I kind of like give her like the
Yeah.
Ironhide. You have something, Ironhide?
I do actually. So I do like the fact that you're thinking about getting people to align with us, but I look around. These people are hiding from a colossal black dragon, and it hasn't burst in here to take them all down. So I highly doubt and hope the slavers don't know that they're down here, so they won't worry about them. And if the slavers come out this way, then they're the dragon's problem. And that's I think that'd be kind of funny. Just drag them out.
You know, dragons can be like bought, right?
Do you think they know that there's a big old black dragon around here?
Probably.
They would have to, right? Could we?
It'd be
use
pretty
that to our
hard if it
advantage?
blotted out the sun. They wouldn't see that. Come on.
Well, it's just an option of losing.
That's right, Ironhide. That's right.
Okay. So it might not be that big, but maybe if you can control people, you can control a dragon.
At you saying that, Koleska's, I think she was talking to Malcolm about that. She was like, we were thinking about that too.
That would be astronomically bad. I would rather fight more giant robots than a dragon that's controlled by somebody.
Well, you're in luck. We're probably gonna have to fight more giant robots.
All right.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, guys.
Malcolm's gonna pull out the little like remote control thing that he contacts Marguerite with. He presses the button.
Beep, beep.
Marguerite, so I have a question that you might be able to answer or at least find the information.
The image of her appears and she like is still in her pajamas. Yeah. So she's floating there, but she's like got like the
like
big
sleepy.
t-shirt and
She's
stuff,
like
and she's like,
sleepy.
what?
We're working now, Marguerite, so pay attention.
I'm here.
Okay.
Her eyes are just closed, but she's
We need to know if it's possible for people to mind control large, really big large dragons.
I'm gonna go and say yes, it is possible. And she's like,
can you
however,
find out? Can you find out if there's
components
any? Yeah.
to do so would probably be a lot of gold. It would take a lot.
Okay, so what can you figure out or find out maybe in the next like hour? Give me an hour or so. I'll give you an hour. Try to figure out if you can like know what kind of items would be able to do that, and just get back to me.
Okay.
Thank you. Good work.
Thanks.
Bloop, bloop.
I like where your head's at. So we mind control a dragon.
No,
I think Duke had something to say.
no. What I'm thinking is that their mind control, like we talked about, their mind controlling the dragon. So we should find out what items could do that. Duke, you had something to say?
Yeah, there you go.
I was just wondering, what do you guys suppose the airspeed velocity of an unladen black dragon is?
15.
Are you talking
What?
about?
I don't know.
Are you talking about a Gengetian black dragon or Vandalxero black dragon?
Brutalis.
Oh, Brutalis. Brutalis is a Gengetian black dragon.
How do you know he didn't migrate?
You know that. Oh. Okay.
Well, that's where we're talking here. How big of a boulder could they carry?
I'm pretty sure this one's a mountain, not a boulder.
I think he's like a hill.
No.
I was just curious. Just wondering if we could outrun him.
Mm-mm.
I would say 120 feet. That's my guess.
You see Pilk, who is a black dragonborn, like become like gray as you mention that, and he's like,
The last time we saw this thing, we didn't move. We stood still and we waited for it to leave. I don't.
Yeah.
We also didn't know what it was.
Doesn't matter.
We
Well,
didn't.
they knew what it was.
So ideally,
They
we don't
stopped us.
take on a dragon, but worst comes to worst.
We
would,
no we'll run. There's no taking this
No.
dragon on.
I okay.
not
I
with
get
the
it.
magic set I have. Nope.
So
That's why we need it.
I have this and this.
I have a
That's
stick.
about it. I have darts I can throw, but I have to
I
be
have
within
fun
20
and I have
feet of it.
chi. Punchy.
No, it's not gonna work.
Well,
All right,
I mean, I
don't
do
worry,
have my
we're coming
shield.
back with an army to take.
How about you just
He's kind of
don't
just
come
doing
back
his
up
thing.
here? Just get what you need and then don't come back up this way.
No,
We
we're
don't
gonna-
wanna-
we're-
Leave the
No,
dragon
you're
to
cool-
do his
you're
own thing
cool
up
with-
here.
You're cool with living in fear?
well, here's the thing that
The
this is my thing, Sal.
dragonborn don't live in his territory.
Okay.
They live between the territories between where they live and where you need to be.
Okay.
Lawrence K. Polk. Has Brutalis become Pilk? Has Brutalis become more regressive recently, or is this just normal?
Always aggressive.
You mean
Okay.
aggressive, not regressive, right?
No, aggressive.
Okay, great.
Has he been
Um,
regressive? Because that could be a sign too.
If you are in his territory and he is hungry, you are not in his territory anymore.
How
Because
big
he
is
will
his
be in his
territory?
belly.
It take us most of day to get through.
And has he been acting any different since the invasion of the Fallen Oak? No.
No.
Well, my thought process is if it's being controlled by the twins that will not be named.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The terrifying one.
that one.
That's okay. It's the alliteration.
Those two twins.
Triple T.
Yep. I totally forgot what I was saying.
Something about it being controlled.
If it's being controlled and we take care of the twins, and the Fallen Oak, then it shouldn't be as big of an issue, because then they wouldn't have control over it. But if this thing isn't being controlled and hasn't been outside of its territory and hasn't been trying to protect these people, then we're boned.
I don't think it's being controlled. By
Neither
them
do I
At
now.
all.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like it would have. No, it might not have seen us actually.
I feel as though why ruin a robot when you can use something that's mind controlled to do your bidding for you?
What?
Remember when we destroyed those scorpions
Yep.
and the other one on the beach?
Yep.
Yeah. You send the dragon to do that because that's expendable.
I feel like a giant
So dragons expendable?
old dragon is not expendable. I feel like the machine is what is expendable.
Oh, those robots are
Yeah.
super expensive.
More expensive than a dragon?
Right? I mean, it's a dragon.
Well, the dragon
you
didn't
can
cost
make
nothing.
more robots.
It
Can't
depends
just
on the
make giant
magic,
fucking
though.
dragons.
Just
out of
mind
it.
wash.
Yeah. You know how you make a dragon that big? You fucking wait. That's
Crank
how
it
you make
out.
a dragon that big.
Guys.
What?
Hey, Kaleska,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we should go. We should go.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you tapping your wrist for?
It's time to go.
She's wearing a
She's wearing a
sundial.
sundial. Shut up.
There's clockwork stuff in this world. You could
Yeah,
actually
there's
have
clockwork in this.
an actual
All right.
watch.
Yeah, but she seems super retro and would be wearing a sundial.
They are in a cave, so wait.
It wouldn't even work.
There's just
Yeah, it would.
ambient light, so it's like
She pulls out her
It's
pocket
not
watch and
Stargazing.
she's like,
We got semi-light.
It's bright like a day in here.
Yeah, that's see.
Like, it,
No,
it's
thank
you.
you. Diamond.
Nope, not like a diamond.
is there directional light though?
Not bright
Like,
like
is there an
diamond.
angle of the
yes,
the light?
yes, there
Oh,
is.
okay.
9:30.
So it's a simulated
past
sun.
Freckle.
Okay, I got you.
Is it
You
true?
all done talking now? We go.
Yes, we go.
Okay.
Was that Pilk or was that the DM asking?
That was Pilk.
Okay, because it sounded like Vano was starting to get a little stressed on that. Like, motherfucker, stop questioning the time and just continue so I can murder you with a dragon.
No. No.
Now,
Because we'd
What was
run.
that?
uh,
I'd
Not
be
far.
fine. I'd be fine.
I get
Just-
60 feet and then be caught in the cone.
I would grab Malcolm and I would just step of the wind.
I would look
I'm
like
stealthing
That's
I would look
immediately.
like I would look like a small log, and you'd be carrying a small log with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 105 feet, right? 105? 35 feet? Which?
I'm at 40 now.
Oh, you're at 40, so that'd be 120 feet.
If we
Take
walk,
that
if we,
dragon
okay, yeah.
bone.
Once we walk out of the place, I've cast mage armor on myself,
mhm.
and
When you walk into the sun, like the actual sun, you notice Kaleska puts the goggles down.
What's up with that?
Sunlight hurts my eyes. Actual sunlight. Simulated sunlight is fine, but the actual sun causes me to not work right.
Oh. Is that because you look different than the other elves that we've seen?
are you are you a robot?
I'm a drow.
Oh, you said you don't work right.
Yeah, my vision gets blurry. My
Oh.
eyes don't work right.
Gotcha.
You guys like grow up in caves, right?
Caves, underground, lakes, and
That's-
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
I've never seen one of you before.
Oh, that
Wait.
was awkward.
They
Yeah, I apologize. We can move on.
if you ever head to the Vampire Nation, you'll see a lot more of us.
neat.
I've
I
never
wanna
made
go
it
there.
up that way.
I do. I want to go there.
No.
That's on the bucket list.
Hey,
The
we're gonna have to go
Garaxian,
there.
the Garaxian
There's a lady in
bucket list.
charge here, and I like it here because there's light.
Do you think they'll let me be a vampire?
No.
Could you imagine me being like a punching vampire?
No.
You'd have to fill out a lot of forms, and it takes a while for it to actually get approved.
That sounds so boring.
You have to do paperwork to be a vampire?
Right, I definitely don't want to for that reason.
You need a permit.
I would
Made
like
it
to know.
sound lame.
I would like to know more about this paperwork to be an
Cool.
undead.
Bureaucratic.
It's in triplicate.
Listen, if
I'm
you
sure.
don't have your vampire permit, we can't let you vampire here.
That's what I'm hearing.
This is not the
I wonder-
time. We're gonna move past this because we should probably be quiet.
Oh yeah. Sal's stealthing.
When we come back,
No, he's not. He got a nat one.
So Duke is stealthing.
I'm not gonna say I'm doing anything until the DM says, "Hey, could you
Roll
make this
for it,
roll for
yeah.
me? Because I know better." Yeah, because DD just kind of
so
decided to shove his big toe right in his butthole.
you trip over a bush that's
Yep.
literally right in front of you, like,
Mhm.
and
There goes, like,
Where-
Sal.
Where are you
it
going?
stops Kaleska from talking, and she's like,
Oh.
"Oh my god!" And she
Kaleska
What's
was
up?
Sal's talking. Where are you going?
path without a trace.
I take out the cork.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll help.
She
Take
cast-
out the cork. Begin to roll it around my fingers for a minute, and we can water walk for the next hour.
Okay.
There's 3 new people and an NPC, so there's 4, 5, plus.
There's 9 of you
Four is-
total.
Pretty sure it's up to 10 creatures.
Yep, it is because I think one are
It's
reading.
10 total.
Thank you, Bree.
So that's fine. I will need stealth checks from everybody.
tens?
Plus 10.
Do I get another one?
Yes.
And if I look like a log, that's okay, right?
That is
If you want.
that is a smooth 29 for Duke.
Duke's feeling pretty refreshed after last night's activities, so he's all loosey and goosey. He's ready.
30.
Ooh, the log beats you.
36.
He's just hiding like behind Duke.
26.
26.
Oh, nice.
Should use those dice more often.
I use those dice every week. They never change.
Mine never change either.
They are going to change they're going to change for the Saturday night campaign when I have to use my wizardy dice because I have to roll a lot of d6s.
So the first couple of hours, Pilk and his friends point out, like, be careful of those bushes. They can grab you. They point out, like, obvious, like, bogs where you can sink in. Because you're on the water, you're not actually touching them, so they're able to point them out and you can avoid them easier. They point out the bushes. Grasping death. Bush is called grasping death.
Oh.
The bush doesn't kill you, but is hard to get out, and then noise makes dragons come and eat you. Grasping
Avoid
death.
bushes. Good.
I need everybody to make me another stealth check.
Nat 20. Plus 10, plus 9. Yeah.
Fucking 29 again. Fucking nailing this shit.
Lower
39.
23.
That is my max. That's the most I could possibly ever roll right now. Well, unless I had
22.
use inspiration there.
Okay. The next couple of hours go by. At one point you see Pilk like stop, and he puts his ear up, and he tells everyone to get down and move forward into the tree line. And you see a green dragon fly over. It's not huge. It is definitely like if you had to take it on, you could, but he's trying to avoid any fighting. But it is, you notice that like with Jeff has pupils and a personality to his face. These just look like there's no pupils, it's just a solid color on their eyes. And they don't look happy or sad or anything. Like they just have straight they have straight jaw lines. Like they aren't showing any kind of emotion. At this point he leads you to a cave. He says, we go under for the next couple hours. Is much safer to go this route. Only have to worry about slipping and looking like silly head. Is very wet in here.
Oh, how has it been an hour, Mr. DM?
It's been 4 hours.
Oh, well, as he says, it's gonna be slippery. I take out my cork
Mhm.
and I cast water walk as a ritual.
Yeah.
And for every when it starts to get close to the hour until I know that
I
we're
assume
on
you were
fucking-
doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I
Now
thought.
that I know it's gonna be slippery, I would prefer to be able to walk on top of that water.
Okay.
So, but potentially, I might not slip and fall and bust my ass.
So the next couple of hours go by, basically unhindered by anything. It is pretty dark under there, but they have torches, so it is lit up, but it is dark as well. It's a very huge cavern system underneath. Like it's just like you go down, it's probably like a 10-foot by 10-foot hole when you enter. That's more of like you go down into the ground, but as you get underneath, it's like it looks huge under there. Like if you guys came down here, you wouldn't know which direction to go, but he knows like you have to head this way, and then you have to cut over to this rock and then head over this way. And you come out on the other side, and it looks like you just went under a huge lake when you come out on the other side. So as you come up, you can hear like the water behind you, and I need you guys to make stealth checks at this point.
So +10 or no +10?
No, the +10 has done. No.
Mr. DM, just to point this out, start asking people for their rolls because you forgot to ask me for mine and I rolled like shit the last time you did make a stealth roll. I assume it's because everybody else did pretty good.
So Sal?
Sorry, I just did math and then I forgot. 23.
Clementine?
18.
Ironhide?
15.
Duke?
That +10 is gone, huh?
Yep.
That's a clean 6.
Malcolm?
15.
That's what I rolled.
It's okay, Duke. You didn't do the worst.
Whoa, that's bad.
Pilk.
Pilk. Pilk is like, all right, a couple more hours that direction, then we need to cut north. And he takes you along. You see more of the grasping death. It looks like they're starting to get thicker in this area, so you're starting to see more of it. And he says, just stay near waterline to avoid that. But also be careful of the bogs. And he points at the bogs that he's just walking over because you're water walking.
Within the bogs.
What's
Death.
the bugs?
Well, the
Like-
good thing is
Like grasping death, but sand and clay.
oh, well, the good thing is if something tries to pull you down, you go back up.
Yes, in Dragon's Mouth.
No, I meant like if it tries to pull you down, like the fact that we are buoyant will pull you back up.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
because we're walking on water.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Don't feel good.
Whoa, cause I'm walking on water.
Whoa.
You hit the big rock that he said you need to turn north at. I wanted to say turn and north at the same time. Torn.
I do it all
And you notice that there's a lack of like trees and bushes and vegetation, and it's more open plains-ish.
Oh boy.
This part is kind of dangerous. you see him pull out like this little like it's like 3 sticks with some string, and he's holding it up and measuring something. We wait about 10 or so minutes, then we can go.
Are you measuring?
Angle of dragon descent.
Oh.
Easier
Wow.
to judge when it's safer to cross versus how long it take him to get down.
Is he like creating air current with his dragoniness? I don't.
No. He's telling you that he's measuring like how clear the sky is.
Okay.
So he can see, but he can also see clouds coming in.
Okay. Got
And normally he tries to avoid it when it's clear.
Oh. Got it.
Because it's easier to be seen. But he sees the clouds coming in, so he sees like the air is pushing them, so he knows that it'll be safer sooner. Everybody will need to make stealth checks after the 10 minutes are up. He says, okay, it's time to go.
That was a bad one. I rolled a lot of this so far.
Saal,
That's a 12.
Clementine,
I also rolled a 12.
Nice.
Ironhide,
6.
Whew.
Duke,
So 16.
We about to fight a dragon, guys.
um,
No, we're about to run
Malcolm?
from a dragon.
19.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
you see one of the dragonborn that was with Pilk has kind of like he's gone off to the side, and he like perks up and he turns really fast to say something, and you just see him melt, like his flesh and his everything just melts. And you see like a green cloud rolled in and then rolled out. And everybody needs to roll initiative.
I want to go home. I want to go home now.
Fuck.
We need to leave now.
I hate that I just rolled what I just rolled. I hate it.
What did you just roll?
Shit. Fun, guys. About to die.
2 weeks in a row. Let's see if the Minotaur can win D&D.
Die last week. Just everything about us died, which is somehow worse.
Right. Next week, there's a new band, the Protectors of Garaxia.
Steve will be making a return.
In
Awful evil.
3 months from then, it will be the Renegades of Garaxia.
4 months from then will be the Revengers of Garaxia.
Revengers.
Super League of Garaxia.
Eventually, we're just the Avengers.
The Avengers.
Wait, can we be them?
2
you
years
can be-
later, we've run out of names.
You could be the Avengencers.
Avengers.
So that way we don't get
The Avengers. The Avengers.
3 years
Aven-
later, Vandal, stop killing us.
And Jeers.
The Avengers.
4 years later, we still keep making bad decisions.
Why are we still playing at this point?
4 years of
That's 5 years
dysfunctional D&D content. Everyone buckle up.
All right.
Renewed for 5 more seasons.
6 seasons in a movie.
So Sal,
Yes.
what is your initiative?
It is 13.
Oof.
Need another page. Clementine,
16.
Ironhide,
5.
Duke,
I don't have a dex.
That is actually a natty 20 plus 1. So
Ooh.
21.
This man has no dex.
Yeah.
Like I've like never
Malcolm.
rolled a nat 20. And it's
I've also rolled a natural 20 and have
Oh,
a plus
shit.
2 and got a 22.
10 iterations later, the janitor's correct.
I love it. We're just mopping up all the
Basically.
corpses of our previous
All the
characters.
blood and guts.
As the mist pulls away and you see the corpse like melt into the ground, through the fog that has appeared, you see a gigantic green dragon head snaking towards you.
Does it have
it-
pupils?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
And at this moment, it flaps its wings up into the air, and you see all the like mist in the area around you just dissipate. And that was its turn. So Malcolm, you are up.
Tonight's episode of D&D has been brought to you by paper. For all those times when your characters die, get a new piece and make a new one.
Probably not a good idea to go over with my healer's kit and try to get that guy, right?
What,
I mean-
an Isle of Goo?
That is a puddle. That is a puddle. The bones melted.
Don't worry, I'll stabilize you, buddy.
You ever seen the end of Gremlins 2? That is what you're looking at right there.
It's the Ark of the Covenant. Like,
Oh, it's like that even? Ugh. It's all shitty claymation.
So wait.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
Out of character, Vandal, how much does my character know about dragons?
you know that this is absolutely a bad fight.
Okay, but do I know that it's a green dragon and green dragons do poison damage?
Yes.
Okay. Good to
You
know.
are versed. You are versed in the dragon colors.
versed
from your
enough.
world. Yes.
Good to know. Okay, I would like
Hey,
to.
Vandal, out of character, what's my in character knowledge?
Well, I don't want to.
I like the way it sounded. It
I
feels funny to me.
didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I meant it like I want to know before I go and start making assumptions.
You all know it is green. You see it as the color green, but you, however, know exactly like what they do.
All right, I would like to, as a log, run 25 feet away from my party,
Yep.
and then I would cast enlarge on Duke.
Okay.
Duke is now a large character and does an extra D4 damage when he hits with the melee weapon. He can also carry like quadruple his normal carrying weight.
He can carry Steve.
He could probably pick up like all of us at this point. And then I'll call it there. I fall on the ground prone. So it looked like I'm just a log on the prairie.
You're a log in the bog.
Doing
Duke,
my
it
best
is your
here.
turn.
There's a log.
You and
Log.
your big boy now.
There is
Log in the middle of the bog.
there is a gargantuan green dragon about 25 feet in front of you.
How? Okay.
I'm sorry. Did you,
You
say
are-
Did you say gargantuan?
He did.
We're dead.
That's a size underneath Colossal.
That's
And
us.
Colossal
leave-
doesn't exist in 5e.
That's us leaving.
Yeah, we need
That's
to
in.
go fighting that.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah,
I
does
don't
Duke
have
know this?
points.
Nope.
Okay.
Duke is like,
Um,
shit, I could kill that.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I
he's
thought.
not.
I mean,
There's
it
no
has
way. You're not an
stats.
idiot.
It has stats. You can kill it.
If it bleeds.
Roll an insight.
How big is this thing's like head?
You could fit in its mouth, even
The
at your
size of
current
the hut
size.
of the orgy.
Sorry. Okay. Let me rephrase. How close are its eyes together? Like a foot, 5 feet, 12 feet?
I don't think I can answer that. question.
I feel like it's
How
like
big are its
17 to 20 feet. That's how big its head
Oh,
is.
so
It's
this
like
is,
huge.
Very large.
Yes. For you at 7 feet, it's like 200 feet tall. It's huge.
Ah. That's not great.
So, a character or a monster is considered gargantuan when they stand 32 to 60 feet tall
Oh, there you
while
go, yeah.
weighing
Okay.
16 to 125 tons.
Okay.
This
okay.
is huge. This is the size of a town.
Do you want me to get the Tiamat sculpture in one of my minis and show you and like
Yes.
I think
Okay.
Tiamat's colossal though.
No,
Uh,
Tiamat's
no.
gargantuan.
Oh,
Technically, a gargantuan creature is 20 by 20 on a grid.
We're 25 feet away, though. It's just like
this is
underneath its
Bahamut.
feet, basically.
Here's Bahamut. Here's a character.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Wait. No,
that's not
It's not
gargantuan.
that bad.
Oh.
This isn't gargantuan.
That's not
Okay.
gargantuan.
Okay,
That's
okay.
huge, right? Is that what that was? That huge?
Technically, Bahamut's considered gargantuan, but that's gargantuan. You have to bring it back up. There you go.
Okay, that's a little larger.
More appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's what
Basically,
we're
we're
dealing with,
standing.
essentially.
You were standing
He
face to face
blocked
with
out-
what's essentially a god.
But like
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no,
the
this is a
character's in
green
his,
dragon.
the
This
character's
isn't-
in his hand. The character's in his
Jealous.
hand. Can't see it.
Yeah.
This is not a 5-headed dragon though.
It's only got the
Right,
one.
it's one
Yeah.
hand. But
The size is still astute.
Okay, if I look at fucking Pilk, is he like? What's his reaction here?
He looks ready to fight.
Okay.
should have brought more.
Thank
I have
you.
a question.
Should have brought more people, right? That's what I thought.
Can I use items from my inventory as just like a bonus action?
Depends on what it is.
Trying to use.
You remember way back when everybody was getting whatever that fucking bullshit magic dust was for magic users, and I was like, I'll take some pocket sand.
Components. Yep. Not magic
Yeah.
dust.
Can
it's
I can I pocket
components.
sand something as a bonus action with whatever this magical bullshit dust is?
I'm going to say where it's not readied, it will take your whole action.
Okay.
Because you have to get your hand in, scoop it all up, and then throw it.
Okay.
If you were like, I have my hand on my pocket sand ready at any moment,
Okay.
then I would have been like, yeah, that's fine. You'd be like,
All right, all
pocket
right.
sand.
Wait, you're telling me Duke doesn't walk around with his hand ready? And
Yeah,
his
it's like a
pocket
holster. Just
Just the pocket sandals.
pocket sand. All
He's
right.
gonna fight a dude and throw sand in his face. I get it.
If anybody's
Yeah.
got sand in their pockets and it's just out and about and aloft, it's Ironhide or Duke. Duke did help me paint.
Out of character, as a Barbarian, there's one thing you should probably use as your bonus action
Yeah,
when
yeah,
fighting a dragon.
I'm looking at that as I'm saying that, and like I thought of that too. As soon as he was like, "There's a dragon," I'm like, "Okay, I got it." Yep. All right.
Use the thing that you never have used in the most fights.
Isn't really
Yeah,
bad.
I don't want to waste it, you know.
I know. You get like 2 and you're like, oh
You're
my god.
not wasting it here, that's for sure.
Okay, Duke's gonna rage because he's an angry little boy. Well, Duke's raging.
All right.
What's your weapon? Because you're a beast barbarian.
I was gonna ask. So, I have a couple weapons. Is it like an action for me to switch weapons, or can I just do that on the fly?
It isn't.
It's
It's a free action to pull a weapon out, but to put one away is an action.
Okay.
I was
so
talking about
for
your
me to
rage.
swap weapons mid combat. Oh,
do you have a tail or claws or teeth?
Unless you just drop the weapon.
That's a good question.
Yeah, you
'Cause
can
if I remember correctly,
you can drop the weapon and then free action take out a weapon.
the
Okay.
tail can potentially make it so you don't take a hit.
Yeah, it gives me a little reach, but I don't know. It's within 10 feet, and I imagine this thing probably has 10 feet of reach.
Yeah, but it's also within a creature you can see within 10 feet hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swipe your tail on a D8, applying your bonus to your AC, adding the number to your AC, potentially making it miss you.
That's true. Yeah,
Mhm.
I do have that here. Yeah,
So,
fuck it. Why not?
oh.
Sorry, what's up?
You can turn it. You can get mandibles. That's terrifying.
That's awesome,
oh my
isn't
god.
it?
That's
I'm
fucking
kind of all about it.
crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rage. I'll get a tail. I'm thinking like Ankylosaurus style, you know? Little mace tail going on. And I'm probably just gonna pull out my big fuck off hammer though. For right meow.
Do it.
And I'm just gonna try to fucking whomp this thing in the face.
Oh, we're not running. Okay.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait. Let's go.
Do it.
Um,
That's,
Let me get my D6s
one-
out.
so I am raged.
Yep.
I'm big from Malcom,
Yep.
and I can do an extra attack now. So
Yep.
I can attack
Yeah.
When
twice.
you
Five.
take the attack action, you get an extra attack. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack twice, raged and big boy. So where's
first you gotta hit it.
Oh yeah, fuck. Why'd you have to say that? That's ruining my fun.
Because I feel as though you were calculating how many dice to roll, like you have hit the creature,
Yeah.
and I went, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna side with my DM brethren over here. You gotta hit that beast first. Go ahead and try that first.
You gotta hit that shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
It just
Hit
is
that
it
shit,
just
bro.
what I roll out of a d20?
It's
E20
a-
plus your attack modifier.
Plus strength plus
Proficiency
proficiency.
plus your-
Proficiency. Okay. And strength.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your strength modifier and proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that is. Sorry, I'm trying to math. 23.
That hits.
Oh,
Now
titties.
you can roll those other dice
Okay.
that you were counting beforehand. So that's a What's your strength
D12
modifier?
And a D4.
+3.
so it's a +3 plus
2.
what's your rate at this point? +2.
+2.
Yep.
Plus a d4.
Yep. And then plus your weapon die.
And a
Yeah.
D20. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong game.
I
Wrong game.
know.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Roll the
So,
D4. Roll a D4.
That's a fucking 4. Okay, so 12 and a 4 plus 2, right?
Plus 3.
Yeah, and the strength modifier.
21 damage.
You guys got to do the math for me. I've had too many beers tonight.
21 damage.
Okay,
That's just your first hit.
Do it again.
Nat 20.
that is a 9
Damn.
Plus.
plus a 2.
Oh, hold on, wait.
No,
wait,
you gotta roll the hit.
again.
You gotta hit him again.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
You said
If you
9. I was
want,
like, ooh.
me redo
roll
that.
all of those dice together.
Oh no, that's a 19 plus my strength plus my so that's a
That hits. Yeah.
20.
So 9 plus 2 plus 5.
All right, do you want to re-roll these, or do you want to just take the numbers I
You
just
can
rolled?
re-roll those. Yes.
Okay.
Go.
Shh.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Sure, it's not a 9.
And I know that's why I was like, I can stick with that. I mean, I'm fine with that. So it's a 6 and a 3 plus my 2. So it's
Plus your other 3.
Plus
So
another
it's
3.
11.
oh plus my strength. So that's whatever that is.
14.
That's a good round.
Yeah. So 30 something altogether.
34 damage.
Potato,
Yeah.
do you have a little index card around you?
No.
Do you have a little piece of paper around you?
Yeah. I mean, I have a notebook right here.
Okay, right on that notebook right there.
Yeah.
Plus 5 to hit. It's 2 plus 3. Or I'm sorry, plus 6
6
to hit.
to hit.
That's 3 plus 3.
Yep.
It's proficient.
I have a thing right in front. Like I literally have a character sheet in front of me. I just don't have that written down for some reason.
It should be right where
I think
you're.
the last time I did combat was like fighting those scorpions on the beach. 'cause
So
I
where
think
your
I've missed the last
where your hammer is,
combat.
it should say where your hammer is. There should be a spot that says attack bonus in the middle.
Yeah, so mine says like the dice, and then I have like plus strength, but I don't think I ever wrote like strength plus proficiency.
All right. It is
Yeah,
Kaleska's
yeah.
turn.
Did that
Yeah,
have like
hit
any? Did that thing just not give a fuck? Do we have like any reaction to that?
So it was looking at the pile of goo in front of it like it was gonna slurp it up, and then you went and hit it, and it went.
Should have
Ooh.
ran.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So I just pissed it off, basically.
Kaleska, seeing that you pissed it off, you see her point her bow up and grab the thing with no arrow, and as she pulls it back, an arrow forms,
Oh boy.
Sick.
and she lets an arrow loose.
We're doing
This
this.
one or a bunch of
We're
them?
doing this.
Just one.
Ah, damn.
She rolls a 28.
Alright.
You see the arrow flying at it, and it turns into like a black mist flying towards the dragon. She deals 19 damage with the arrow. She casts Enfeebling Arrow because she is an arcane archer.
Ooh, nice.
The target needs to pass a Constitution saving throw.
Which it does.
It fails.
Malcolm
Wow!
blushes. Malcolm blushes again, but no one sees it because he's the log.
Um,
Bug blush.
her DC is an 11, and it has a plus 7.
The blush disappears.
Oh nope, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Okay.
Thunder cannon.
It fails. I'm saying it fails.
Thunder
Because-
cannon. Thunder bear.
Yep. I was looking at the wrong thing. That's my fault. So all damage dealt by it is halved until the start of its Kaleska's next turn.
Sweet, we all have rage now.
No, its damage is half.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
And then she fires another arrow and misses.
That's the track record for bows and arrows in that group.
Clementine, it is your turn.
Aw. Oh, okay. Is there any way I can get into a flanking position?
It's huge. It is
I don't care.
gargantuan.
I don't
It was
care.
worth it to ask.
Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna punch it, Chewy.
You got to break its lid like you did to the scorpion. Just punch it open.
Yeah, I'll just climb on top and punch its head open.
Yeah.
don't even know what my modifier is. How sad is that? 23 to hit.
That hits.
First, I have not fought anything in a very long time. Okay. Oh my god. I'm blanking so bad.
Did you punch it?
I punched it, but then I'm like,
A
okay,
D6.
D6 plus 4.
Yep. Dex mod.
Plus 4.
Yep. Nice.
So 9 damage on that one.
9 punchy.
And I'm gonna use
Key point.
a key point to add Hands of Harm to that.
Stabby.
So it's another D6 plus 2.
But
So that's 6 necrotic damage.
Noise.
Second attack, that's a D6.
Well, I mean, it's okay. You guys gotta hit it first.
18 plus 7, 25.
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna use a key point to do flurry of blows
And punch it 2 more times.
and punch it 2 more times. Ah! Ah! I'm just like freaking out. No, not that one. Yeah, this one. Sorry. I think I had advantage. 18 plus 7, 25.
That hits.
For 6 damage. Oh, does a 17 hit?
Nope. That does not hit.
Last one misses.
3 out of 4 aim pad.
At the end of your turn,
No!
it makes a tail attack at Duke.
It has disadvantage on the attack
Why?
because I'm using my shield of denial.
That's a 23 hit.
Do you do anything with your tail to make
I
it
was
do
about to
it?
say, yeah.
Don't say that answer. Do you want to use your reaction to do the thing and potentially make it not hit?
See.
C.
So I have if attacked by a creature I see within 10 feet, reaction to swipe, 1d8 applying a bonus to your armor class equal to numbers roll, blah blah blah, potentially causing the attack to miss. So I got to roll.
What's your
a d8.
AC?
Currently 14.
Even if
You
you roll
you can't-
The
maximum
math is not
damage,
gonna work.
you cannot.
Yeah. What did you roll? A
Did it roll?
23.
20
with
you roll it?
disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
with disadvantage.
Damn.
I hate
Jesus Christ. That's
I rolled an 8 and an 18.
Oh, we're dead.
Jesus.
I shouldn't even bother with that, right?
You take 12 damage.
Vandal might
Okay.
read the wrong math and fail again.
I don't have that.
That's up to you. It's all about your resource management. I can't tell you what to spend.
Good idea. I think
Oh
it's stupid.
god, we're dead.
So you're raging. I believe you cut that in half.
Yes.
Perfect. So I only take 6, right?
Correct.
Wait, is it halved
Okay.
again because of the thing she did?
Yep.
So you
Brave
take
and
3
feeble
damage.
Oh, even
3
better.
damage.
Wait, what was that? What did
I
Huh?
paid attention.
The archer
arrow
lady did like a poo-poo mist, halves his damage. Till
Yeah,
her next
okay.
turn.
Okay.
Poo-poo mist is enfeeblement. Forever and always.
Okay.
Canon.
Same.
Sal, it is your turn.
That was good.
All right. So I move into as much of a flanking position as I can. I attack with my rapier. So I'm just jabbing at his ankles.
Oh god.
Ooh.
You have advantage.
Did you roll that?
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I like how you say I'm gonna get into flanking damage and just rolls the 1.
13.
Did you roll?
So that attack misses.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for a bonus action?
I use my bonus action to attack.
Offhand.
Sorry.
Roll it twice.
Yeah.
He did. He got it. I want to move into flanking. No, he has a bonus action.
19.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Fuck.
A 19 doesn't hit? Or
It's
Dude, He's got a plus 15 to hit. He hit
I
Duke
know, but
with an
still.
8. He asked if it was a 23 would hit, and he rolled an 8.
I know how much it is, Malcolm.
Yeah, we know 23 hits. Right now, that's
How much
the
of my
lowest
movement
now.
did I use to get into a flanking position?
It was 25 feet away, so you have 5 feet of movement.
Use your bonus action. Disengage. No,
Oh,
you already
nope.
used your
I
bonus
already
action.
used my
attacks.
bonus
You're
action.
dead.
That's my turn.
Yeah, but you have what is it? The rogue thing.
and uncanny dodge.
Uncanny
Okay.
dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, I can half it as a reaction. So hopefully
Better
it's
than
not.
nothing.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, the dragon's gonna have its turn.
I'm
before
running now,
Less
so
turn.
that's not my turn.
This was dumb. Run.
This was
was a
a
cloud of-
terrible idea.
It was a cloud of poison, you said, right?
Poopy dust.
No. Not what the archer shot, but the dragon killed somebody with.
Yes.
Great, cool. I love how protection from energy does not give you poison.
No,
So-
but it's poison resist does.
Well, I don't have that prepared today. I had protection from energy because I was covering the black dragon
That was
part of
gonna
the
be-
aspect today. So we're just gonna move on to the spell sheet and see what else we got.
Thought it was gonna be acid damage.
Ain't that some shit?
There.
Yep.
Poopy dust.
Fuck it. We're
Fuck
doing this.
I mean,
Malcolm, are we running or are we fighting? Wherever. Well, he's a piece of driftwood. I see the 3 people fighting, and Jesus Christ, I could use this goddamn thing.
Don't fucking do it.
Is that a full action? Because if it is, I can't do it. As an action. Shit. All right.
Shit dicks.
Bonus action. I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon that is going to look like a newspaper rolled up.
Pretty good.
And I'm gonna hit it on the snoot.
Oh, no.
Gonna boop him on the snoot.
Please hit.
Said shit dicks twice so far.
No, that one was a shit ass.
That was a dick
I heard
nip.
shit dicks again.
17 does not do it, right?
No.
Nope.
All right, here comes the Hail Mary. I guess suppose. I mean, we're already here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take out my hands. I'm gonna point it at it, and I'm gonna ring the little dinner bell in its ear, and I'm gonna cast Hold the Dead on it.
What is that?
A Wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Them dragons be wise.
I was say,
He could do the wrong math again, folks.
It's gonna choose to pass.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
I like that. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. It used it on a cantrip. It used it on a fucking cantrip. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I see the dinner bell. What happens when it chooses to pass? Because explain this to me. Paint me a word picture, Mr. DM.
Hey.
It looks as if you ever a sound has really annoyed one of your pets, so it's like going like this, and then it's just, and then it looks at you.
Oh, hi, I'm Ironhide. Nice to meet you.
You look like a cow. He's gonna eat you.
Yep.
Is that the end of your turn?
I know where you can get a lot of money if that's your type of thing. We can
Also,
bring you that way.
casually
may or
bribes
may not
him.
have
It's
boobs
fine.
now.
It does not say anything, and it just
Okay.
continues to look at you.
All right. I'm going to, because I haven't moved any closer to it, I'm going to move to 25 feet next to that piece of driftwood.
Is that the end of your turn?
Man, I really wish I knew where Malcolm was. End of my turn.
Pilk and the other 2 dragonborn that are still alive spread out and move in to attack it as well.
Oh, Pink is brave as fuck. Okay.
Spread out and move in.
I get it. They
A pincer attack.
Yeah.
From all angles, get him.
Kill hits.
Strategy.
One of the other guys crits,
Yeah.
and then the other guy hits as well.
Here's my thought.
So
it's
We got the
it's
season.
gonna run
warrior.
away because it's scared.
Here's my thought. I think I'm
That would
gonna
be
be a gnome warlock.
Might be a
Awful.
furbolg. I might
Yes.
actually play a big character.
I get to do my human
Oh, they're so
druid.
fun.
it comes to the dragon's turn.
All right.
All
It was
right.
nice knowing you all.
It was a
Yeah.
great, great
Yeah.
time.
It's been
Hey,
a great.
hey,
It's been a great
it's still-
run, guys.
Enfeebled
It does
right
not
now,
recharge
okay?
its breath.
Oh.
Thank God.
No insta deaths for us today.
It's
It
still-
looks at the dragonborn that crit it,
Oh.
and he hits.
Bye. Nice knowing you, NPCA.
Cut it cards. I'm kidding. I can't do that.
Dragonborn 1.
Oh,
you, see,
Mark.
you see him take a big hit, but he looks not okay. But he's still standing.
Breathing, cool.
I have
And
a
then-
healer's kit.
Elton John.
That log just talked.
He hits the other one, and again, like you see it take. This one actually loses an arm.
No.
You see his arm get ripped off.
My healer's kit can't fix that.
Just about a flesh
I
wound.
can't fix that either. Well, not yet, anyway.
And then it goes to Bite Pilk.
Oh,
Bye, Pilk.
Bye.
Ooh.
Lost in the swamp.
And it misses.
Ooh.
Should have used my shield of defense on that fucking one.
He-
God damn it.
He nat 1'd on that.
Hell yeah.
So he just got a mouthful of dirt.
That's your second nat one of tonight, Vandal.
I was gonna say, so with a nat 1, he's still rolling like 18, right?
That was a
nat
16.
a nat one
That's an auto
automatically
That
misses.
one never
Yeah.
hits. Never hits.
Okay.
No matter what your mods are.
Yep.
And
Nice.
Malcolm, it is your turn.
Malcolm's like, I move another 25 feet away.
I'm prone, so I'm crawling, so I go 12 and a half feet away.
Where's that piece of wood?
God damn it.
Oh. I've heard of tumbleweed, not tumblewood.
Oh, wood.
This is not the time
Malcolm?
for jokes.
Sorry.
I don't.
It's not though. Oh my god. This is the end.
Don't we have like a cannon on the ship or anything, Malcolm, that you can like
It is-
call it in?
That's
So far away.
That's 3 days out.
Calling a ballista shot.
Tell Jeff that Papa Malcolm's in trouble and he'll never get to eat again if we don't get out of this situation alive.
That's not true.
No girl dragons. Maybe there's
We
girl
just-
dragons here and he'll get faster.
Maybe he doesn't like girls.
Maybe there's boy dragons here.
I'm
and
really
he'll get here
thinking
faster.
about using my first necromancer spell and just feigning death and just pretending I'm dead.
He's playing possum. All right.
Would he look like a rotted piece of driftwood at that point, or what?
Shit.
Did you take feign death?
No, I got it from the necromancer book.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna use my action to continue crawling and go 25 feet.
Okay.
And I'm just continuing. Like, if I was looking at the dragon's face, I went left 25 feet as a log and just fell over. And now I've gone another 25 feet on my knees and elbows. So it's just been like a sideways log going across.
At the end of your turn,
Back.
Ah,
hold on, I have to. He is going to do a wing attack.
No.
So I need dexterity saving throws from Saal, Duke, Clementine, and the 3 dragons.
Do I see it coming?
Yes.
Okay, so I get my danger sense.
15.
20.
Duke.
It's 14.
Okay.
With advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
You had advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You had advantage.
He had advantage.
That's rough.
That was more
Fuck.
than a
What did you say, Sal? 15?
15.
So
20.
Clementine
Sorry.
and Pilk are the only ones that pass. So everyone takes that failed takes 15 bludgeoning damage,
Half?
halved. So you take 7.
And half
times
again.
2 for me for rage.
So you take 3.
Yep.
How
And
long
you
do
are
we have
knocked
this half
prone.
damage? Just around?
So, anyone who
Ooh.
failed is knocked prone, right?
On your
Yes.
butt.
Yeah.
On your butt.
I didn't fail.
So, I wasn't going to use it here, but if I used Uncanny Dodge, could I don't know. Would you give me a chance to roll to not be prone?
Uncanny dodge cuts the damage in half.
Yeah, I know. I just figured I'd throw it out there, see if you'd let me do it.
Good try.
You don't
Good
have
effort.
vision yet.
A good
yeah,
effort.
just trying to be creative here, but yeah, all right, I won't use that.
As a rogue who got away with his uncanny dodge in a different way for a long time in that campaign, even better. But
I don't know. Me and Duke did like over 50 damage together.
sweet, we're almost a fifth of those there.
Like 8 rounds.
Where's Mordekainen? Where's that fucking cannon
so-
ship?
He did not actually go into the air when he did that.
Even better.
Still attacking.
Duke, it is your turn.
So what does being prone do? Do I have to like do anything special to be?
You have to
unprone?
use half of your movement to stand up.
Oh, yeah. I stand up.
There you go.
Then I attempt to again bludgeon him in the fucking head.
God damn it.
Now, does he have advantage this time because we're flanking?
You are still up, so yes.
Yay, advantage.
Okay.
Please
As
crit him.
Malcolm's, like,
Please
Malcolm's
crit.
fucking rolling back to the castle. That
You
we
see, yeah,
started at.
you just see a log rolling.
Guys, I don't have the stats for this fight.
Neither do I. I'm like, I took 7 damage. I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
It didn't get its breath. That's
If
where I was
it
like,
does,
dang.
we're going
it
to
does,
die.
fuck.
Someone will.
Okay.
Someone will.
Like
So-
straight up die.
With advantage, first hit is a 23.
That hits.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm rolling a these.
AZs.
Oh fuck me.
Oh no.
Did you take a feat?
Mm-hmm.
Did you take
That's,
Savage Attacker?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't get to reroll my damage with advantage, right? It's just my
No.
my chance to hit.
That's
Okay,
why I was
well,
asking if you had Savage Attacker.
First hit is 6.
Did you roll ones on both of them?
Yeah, it was a yeah.
1 + 1 + 3.
I would say it was a 1 and a 3 and a 3. Sorry, that's a 7.
Seven.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're missing one.
And you get
It's
your
not
strength,
that much
and
better.
you get your +2 for your rage.
Oh yeah, +2. So 9.
Fine.
My bad. Okay. So it was,
Oh, God. It's almost dead. It's almost dead.
Yeah, look at him.
18 + 6 is 24.
That hits.
Is a 10 and a 2 plus a 2, so 14
Plus
Plus
a
3.
Plus the-
So 17.
plus 3. You'd think for being a barbarian,
Strength
I'd be better
modifier.
at combat. Like I need to be Malcolm. I just need to roll into the woods.
Please don't roll into
We
the woods.
we'll both live long, luxurious lives.
Really?
Hey, I
Is
don't
it at
know.
the end of your turn?
Longer than
Yeah,
today.
I think so. I think that's all I got.
Logger.
At the end of your turn, he uses his tail attack on one of the downed Dragonborn.
Oh,
No,
That is dead.
Cool. Okay.
that is dead.
Oh no, it's not.
Aha. He lives.
Jerry.
The man looks like his entire body has caved in, but he's still breathing.
Good.
Okay, I kind of feel like we should put him out of his misery, though. That sounds horrible.
He's still alive.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do we have? Can we deal with this?
I have
Yeah,
healer's
put him out of
kit.
his misery. It's
I
gonna
can't
have
do
dinner,
it.
it's fine.
I do have hands of healing.
It is now Kaleska's turn.
Oh my god, do the same thing you just did.
Her half damage is almost gone.
Praise God.
No, it is gone now.
On her turn.
It is the start of her turn.
Oh, I thought it was the end of her next
No,
turn.
start over.
Wrong way.
She is going to try it again. She hits.
Will it save on its Constitution saving throw now?
Shut the fuck up. Stop saying it. He
Uh,
wants us to die.
if this is a 1, it doesn't. It passes.
This is why I'm not even gonna go there.
She's just going to fire another arrow. She hits.
Wombat, stop giving him ideas.
Wombat's got some good ideas here. I'm just saying.
I don't like it.
You all hear an earth-shattering roar
Oh fuck.
that shakes the ground.
Should have rolled away like a log.
And Clementine,
I
it
don't
is
know how to
now
do
your turn. The roar did not come from the dragon in front of you.
Yeah, we need to get the
you.
fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go.
It's a fucking apex predator. Fuck.
Fuck. It's because I'm trying to decide. Okay, do I use my action to just disengage and run away? I don't know which direction Malcolm just went. I wasn't watching, so I don't know where he is.
Safe to say the opposite.
tell-
direction.
Well, I know, but
The
The
green
direction
dragon in
go?
front of you seems to not have heard the roar. Like, it is still focused at you guys. Like, it does not look like it is paying attention to that.
do I know what direction it came from at all? Or no?
No. It sounds like it came from everywhere.
Ah, how did he not hear that?
That's nice.
Can I see where Malcolm is at all? No, because he's son of
You
a
can-
bitch.
So you can actually roll an investigation check or the perception,
No.
I think.
No, I'm not using my
fi-
action
to
on that.
find
That's
me.
insane.
Check for inanimate objects rolling into the sunset.
I'm gonna. Fuck. What am I gonna do? I was gonna hit it. Now I don't know if I should. Now I feel like I should just run away.
It's an investigation check if you look for me.
I'm not that good at that. So I definitely don't want to waste my time on that.
Hey,
I
if you
will.
want to notice where I am, investigate.
Go look for me.
No, literally not interested. Thank you. I'm gonna punch it again.
Yeah. My man.
Guys.
Hey, just because y'all can't land hits, Clementine and I are doing just fine here.
24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Fucking shit. Fuck. 6 damage. I'm gonna use a key point. Hands of harm.
Mm-hmm.
To add another d6 necrotic damage, which is 6 plus 2, 8.
So you did.
Second attack,
What was the damage
it
on
was-
the first one? 6.
6 bludgeoning, and then 8 necrotic damage. Natural 20.
Roll your damage.
Critical! Blah, blah, blah. Okay, sorry. 13 bludgeoning damage. Key point. Flurry of blows.
Clementine's kicking ass.
I can't hit this thing. I don't know what to do here.
Just roll the same thing twice. 22.
That hits.
23. 22.
That hits. It hits. 22. It doesn't. 23 is
22,
not.
23, 22, 23.
It hits more.
8 bludgeoning damage. And 27 or 25
Hits.
to hit. 25 to hit.
That one doesn't hit. That's too high.
10 bludgeoning damage. Ugh. Okay, I'm done. And I'm gonna try and decide if I should move or not. I'm scared, you guys.
Sal, you're on deck.
Question: how's it looking?
It looks like it has labored breathing.
Oh,
I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there.
but the roar.
But the roar.
That's my turn. I'm staying there.
It's my turn.
That was a good turn. That was a really good turn.
Yes.
Am I still at advantage on a flank?
You are prone right now,
Oh,
so you need to
stand
stand up first.
I stand up with half my movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you
Um,
are at advantage.
I use my action to attack.
Okay.
You got this.
Does he?
Roll 2d20.
He did.
No, you didn't.
15.
That does not hit.
It does not hit.
Offhand?
I disengage
With your
Okay.
bonus
and I use the other half of my movement to move in the opposite direction.
Okay.
15 feet.
You're like a
15 feet.
Stop it.
Ironhide, it is your
Sal
turn.
has such a hard time in combat.
Uh-huh.
Bonus action, spiritual
Mhm.
weapon, action, Toll the Dead.
Okay.
16 to hit on the spiritual weapon.
Does not hit.
Wisdom
Does he have-
saving throw
does
from
he have
your end.
advantage with us all near.
No.
No.
Okay.
Spell. You could use your
Sorry.
action to cast a real spell.
Nope.
Yes, you already cast the spell for spiritual weapon.
I know.
Just a bonus action.
A
What the fuck is wrong
four-
with you?
14 for a wisdom save.
That,
Failure, right?
that's a failure. No, that's the number.
Meets it, beats it.
Mm,
I rolled a 4.
God
So
damn it.
3 is the number you have to roll.
Duke, you
Yep.
gotta kill it when it's on your turn. You
And
gotta kill it.
then with my movement,
again.
I'm gonna follow that log that just rolled away from me.
Wait a minute, that was just next to me. I must be drifting while I'm doing this.
Is
It's
yours?
you called it driftwood. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
Well, I thought it was driftwood, then it rolled away.
Yeah, it's drifting away from you.
Then it rolled.
Pilk and the other 2 Dragonborns stand up. Pilk was up, but the other 2 stand up. They're all going to attack. Pilk misses. The one who was really hurt and is missing an arm just crit.
Hey.
And the other one misses. That is the end of their turn. It is now the green dragon's turn.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Gotta hit us
He's
first.
going to take a bite attack at the dragonborn that is almost dead. That one is gone.
Bye.
Wait. Can I use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against this creature? I have a staff. Because it's attacking somebody else, I have sentinel feet.
Yes.
Natural 20!
Nice.
One hand or two.
If I'm pulling it out, I guess it would be two-handed. Because I'm pulling it out. Oh, those are D6s. I need D8.
Big boy dice. One of those has a line underneath it. That's good.
18 damage.
Does that prevent the attack from happening?
I don't know.
No, I think it's just it's
I
a
just-
reaction.
Yeah,
If
it's
someone
just
hits-
damage
It's
on
a
the-
reaction, yeah.
It uses your reaction.
Potentially. Rules player feats.
Yeah, it
if it
says,
dies.
when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. That's all
Okay.
it does. It doesn't... Yeah.
So
But, I could have killed it.
as it goes and it sinks its teeth around the other one in like a rage of seeing your friend, well, not your friends, but your allies being taken out slowly, you hit it really hard and you actually like hit it in its eye and you see it like it reels up and it like it not squeals, but it makes like a weird sound like of discomfort because you like poked it in the eye, and the body actually comes dislodged from the mouth and flies off. Um okay.
This is scary.
That is going to be the end of its turn. Malcolm, it is your turn.
I'm 12 feet away from you, staring at you weirdly.
12 feet? That's such a random...
Well,
Considering it's
he's
5
prone
it's-
and then he dashed.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like 5-foot increments, so I was like, wait, what?
12 and a
went-
half. 12 and a half feet.
I went another 12 and a half crawling.
Yep.
I was a halfling once, I remember those days.
I'm gonna point at the dragon
Mm-hmm.
The
And
log's got a
say-
hand.
and say,
Oh, look at that!
say quill real quietly, quill time, and shoot magic missile at him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use my hat to try to empower the spell.
Okay.
I haven't used this ever yet. This is the first time I'm using this. So I have to roll a
Yeah, you're like, "I'm gonna use my
D100.
hat. I was like, what the fuck are you
I
talking
can't
about?
hear anything.
So
No.
I got the hat from the king, and it's a hat
Yep.
of supreme focus. I get +5 to my concentration check, so that's why I have enlarge on you, so that helps. But then I also can roll a D100. I don't have to, but I can roll a D100 when casting a spell, and depending on what I roll, I could empower it or I could weaken it. I rolled a 53, so nothing special happens. Okay, so it's just a normal spell. I'm gonna do it at 3rd level.
Okay.
2, 4, 5. Did not roll very good. 9 force damage. Plus 5. 14 force damage.
So your quills shoot out. How many quills is it? Is it
It would have been
just
5.
the 5? So you see the quills hit and they're landing. You see him reacting to it, and he's unsure of where he's getting hit from. He goes to roar because he's confused. Everyone make perception checks with advantage.
Fuck you.
11.
15.
Anyone else?
23.
21.
21.
You all see 2 huge black dragon claws come from the clouds and pin the green dragon to the ground.
Run.
You see a head way bigger than any you've ever seen come down and grab the dragon. The claws release from the dragon and it takes off.
With the dragon or without the dragon?
With the dragon in its
Okay.
mouth. You are out of initiative.
Run.
Hilk looks at you and
Ew.
looks at everyone and says, "We go."
Run.
Someone pick me up.
Run.
I pick him up.
Are you still a log? Nobody fucking knows where you are.
I pick him up because I'm right next to him.
Oh yeah, I'm not near him at all.
I just hold him up and then he's like literally under my arm.
It's like a football. You're just fucking.
Nope.
Like a minotaur just like carrying a log.
As we're running, I just say to Duke, I feel really good about what we just did. All right, I feel like we just
Hell
did
yeah.
really. Right, that was awesome. Okay.
Talk and run. Talk and run.
We are. Don't start with me.
You guys continue to run and you make it out of the swamp.
Jesus H.
You don't feel anything chasing you. It's actually incredibly quiet because you witnessed Brutalis and live to tell the tale.
Thanks for watching this dysfunctional D&D presentation of the War for Garaxia. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to keep up with the Guardians of Garaxia and a ton more. Homebrewed just for you.